everyone, my name is Ellie, and for today's video I'm gonna teach you how to contour. It's gonna be super easy and beginner friendly. You definitely don't need to be professional for this. So I'm gonna teach you some of the mistakes that everyone is doing and how to avoid them. So without further ado, let's go with the video. Whoa, what a change. We're super raw at the moment. First step, always when you want to contour, it's always do your base. So I already have prime and did my base with foundation, and now we're gonna move into contour, which is the start of the video. Alright, so first step for contour for me is cream contour, and what I like to do with the cream contour is my cheeks, my forehead, and my chin. Sometimes I do my nose, but not always, because I kind of learned to love myself, and I feel like contour on the nose sometimes looks a bit fake, especially when you see it from the side, so it's not something that I really do. Alright, so let's start with contour, and for contour what I like to start with is with a cream contour. I really love these sticks from Fenty. This one is in the color amber, and as you can see, this color amber is quite grayish. This is something very important that you should note. When we're contouring, we're adding shades to the face. So basically what you want to do is highlight all the parts of the face that we want to pop, and we're gonna contour all the parts of the face that we want to hide, really. We're gonna start with the cheeks. Now what you want to do is start here on this part of the ear and bring it till here, which is the end of my eyebrow. When you start applying product, what you want to do is start always from the outer part of the face and bring it in. And when you want to blend it, you go upwards. Once the cheek is done, we're going to move into the forehead and the temples. Once this part is done, what you want to do is do the chin. And for the chin, what I like to do is I go right here where the ear starts. I like to go straight, creating an angle of 90 and going straight. For the double chin, what you want to do is just grab the color and bring it down. And here as well, you want to bring all the color down, otherwise it's gonna look like a harsh line. Once you have done the chin stuff, I like to go with the nose. And as you can see, my nose here is quite narrow, but here is quite thick. Now what I like to do is I apply shade here. So by doing this, as you can see, just putting now my brush on it, it looks narrower. So I just apply a little bit of shade here. Here on the nostrils as well. And that's it. Doesn't make much difference, it does a little bit, but to me it's not really necessary. Unlike my large nose, I learned to love it. Took me 30 years. But anyways, I'm gonna show you how I do it. Okay, now it's time for the lips. If you want fuller lips, all you have to do is contour them. Now I've seen a lot of girls going around with the contour around here. To me it looks like they have a mustache when they do this. So I just like to do it here on the lower lip, and just very subtle, and I like to do it in the center. So that way, just my lip is gonna look like this. Okay, now we're gonna use concealer, and for concealer I'm gonna use a shade that is a bit lighter than my normal shade. And what it's gonna do, it just pop some of the parts of my face up, and that's what you want to do with highlight and concealer. We're gonna go first with concealer and then with highlight when I want to add some shimmer, because for me it's better this way. I'm gonna be using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics in C7. Now I'm gonna go under the eyes. And here on the nose, I'm just gonna drag it in. So in the center of the nose. And a bit here on the center. Now I know that a lot of times you see people just drawing a triangle and stuff, but because I'm gonna turn 30 soon and I'm starting having some wrinkles under the eyes, I'm just concentrating the concealer here, not right under the eyes because I have some wrinkles, and then we're just gonna move it here. So you're not gonna have as much concentration of color there, and what it's gonna do is just not show your wrinkles that easily. So that's the trick that you should really note down. You see, I concentrate the concealer here and I'm just bringing it up. And when it does together with all the contour, it just pop my cheek, like if it was higher than usual. So now it's gonna be time for highlighter. For highlighter, I'm gonna be using also one of these sticks from Rihanna. It's a super pretty, like silvery, pinky color. For the highlighter, what I like to do is I like to go here right on the middle of my nose, because I want this to look a little bit wider, because the tip of my nose is wider, so that way it's a kind of a illusion to trick people to think that my nose is not that big. And then I also like to go here with the stick on top of my cheeks and a little bit here on my temple, and with the finger just go blending it. Also, I'm gonna add some of it on the cupid's bow and on the other side. Alright, it's time for cream blush, and this is the last step for creams. And I'm gonna be using this MAC Keep It Loose. It's a pinkish, a bit salmony, super natural and pretty. If you want, you can start on the apples of your cheeks, but I like to put it a little bit higher so I look a bit more, but it's up to you really. And what you want to do is you want to place it in between your highlight and your contour. So pretty, this color. Alright, so first of all, we're gonna be setting the concealer, and for that we're gonna be using this Vivo transparent baking powder, and it has a bit of a yellow undertone, and what it does is add brightness to your skin. So definitely try to find a powder that has a bit of color, so it's gonna hide a little bit the blueness or the purplish undertones of your skin. And I'm gonna go under the eyes, on the forehead, and also on the chin. If you want the contour of your cheeks to look a bit more sharp, what you can do is just apply also some powder underneath. Alright, so it's time to go with the powder contour. And my suggestion is to go for the shade that looks similar to the stick that you already applied before. So for me, I'm gonna be using this NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette. And I'm gonna be using this shade here, which is called Toffee Caramel. And we're gonna be applying it the same way that we apply the cream. So we start from the outer part of the face till the center. And up. Alright, so once all the contour is done in powder, we're gonna go with this highlighter in powder. This is pretty similar as the shade that we use also for the stick. This is a limited edition Caviar, Gautier or Gautier, I don't know how it's called to be honest. This is by Catrice, but you can use any highlighter that you like. And basically I like to go with these Real Techniques. This is the 402. This is one of my favorite brushes really. And I just go around and I go on top of where we place the stick. So one of the tricks is the double applying, so first in cream and then with powder, is that this product is gonna stay in your face the whole day. So that's why we first apply the cream and then we apply the powder. That's it. So this is one trick that you really have to keep in mind if you have a special occasion or really you just want to hold your makeup from 7 to 7. After the highlight is applied, this is the last step for the face, and it's to go with blush. And for blush we're gonna be using this single one from NYX. It's called Intuition. Super pretty. It's like also very similar to the MAC one that we've used before. And this is really it for the face. Now I'm gonna just do a super simple eye look and also finish my lips. So here is the final look, and as you can see, after you just apply the eyeshadows and the lipstick, it all really comes together. As you can see, it was super easy and everyone can do it at home. Now there's steps that you can of course remove, there's steps that you can do it differently. It's up to you. If you feel like you don't need to do cream blush, just don't do it. And yeah, the eyes were super easy. I just used this Truly Madly Deeply by Colourpop, and I just use this one as a transition shade, this one over the eyelid, and this one here as a pop on the center of the eye. That was the easiest eye look that I have ever created. And for the lips I use this duo by House Laboratories. This is in the color Rule? Yeah. And this is in the color Attitude. And this is it really. So I hope this helped you. I hope you know now how to contour your face and how to make the best of yourself with makeup, because I think it's super important to love yourself and just take the makeup as something that just gives you this extra. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope to see you in the next one, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!